Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is YASHHVI SEHDEV and अगर आपने subscribe नहीं कर रखा तो please do the same. So today I have a very beautiful message. I think you are looking for the same. Have you ever reached a point in life where you don't know what you are supposed to do? You pray, you think, you overthink, and you ask people around you. You look for signs, and still somewhere inside you keep asking the same question to Krishna. Krishna, what do you actually want me to do? Yes, exactly. You need answer, and I am going to answer your question. Maybe you have been standing between two paths. One path feels practical. It gives you money, it gives you security, recognition, and maybe even the approval of people around you. And the other path feels closer to your heart. It feels connected. It feels meaningful. It feels like something is connected to something very deeper and bigger. But you are scared that choosing it might mean losing every single thing, everything else like money and all. So, and this is where I think Bhagavad Gita becomes so beautiful, because the thing is, because Krishna didn't give Arjuna an easy answer. Arjuna was standing Arjuna was standing in the middle of battlefield, surrounded by people he loved, completely confused about what was right and what was wrong. And he didn't know whether he should fight, walk away, or just surrender everything. He was confused. And Krishna didn't simply tell him, don't worry, everything will be fine, everything will be magically done, everything will be okay. He taught him something much deeper than he expected. He taught him how to act even when the mind is confused. How to act between the two paths when your mind is confused. Sometimes we think surrender means doing nothing, like I have nothing to do. We think if Krishna is taking care of me, then maybe I should just sit back and relax and wait for the signs. But Krishna's teaching is almost the opposite. He tells us to perform our duty, act sincerely, but not become imprisoned by the result. And honestly, that's one of the hardest thing to understand, because we want guarantees. Like, I want guarantees right now. We want to know if I choose this path, will I succeed? If I leave this behind, will something better come? If I follow what my heart is telling, will Krishna really take care of me? We want guarantees, but maybe faith is not about knowing what will happen. Maybe it's about walking forward even when you don't know. Like, you just know the path, you don't know the result. When there are moments when life doesn't give you clarity before you take the first step. Sometimes clarity comes because you take that step. You took that step. And maybe that's the message of Krishna, is trying to give you all. You don't have to know your entire future today. You don't have to have your career figured out. You don't have to know exactly where your life is going. You just have to, ask yourself, okay, what is the right action I can take today so that surrender. That's it. Because we often destroy our present trying to solve a future that hasn't even happened. We worry about money before we are even started working. We worry about failure before we have even tried. We worry about losing people before we have enjoyed their presence. We worry about whether our dream will work before we have even given a chance or a permission to pursue it. And somewhere in all this worrying about taking tension about the future, we forget the divine presence, and that we keep praying to. We say, Krishna, please guide me. But we don't trust the guidance. We ask for a sign, and life does not give the sign we expected. We assume Krishna is not listening. But what if he is? What if the door is closed, but is also an answer? What if the delay is also the answer you are asking for? What if the uncertainty is not punishment, but it's a preparation for future or yourself? Think about Arjuna. Krishna didn't fight the battle for him. He stood beside him. He guided him. He gave him wisdom. But Arjuna still had to pick up his bow. And maybe that's what divine support looks like. He will be there for you, but you have to do your action. Krishna may not remove every battle from your life, but he can give you the strength to fight, to face it. He may not show you the entire road, but he can give you enough light for the next step. And maybe that's all you need. That is all you actually need. So if you're watching this while feeling lost, I want you to remember something. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not walking alone. Just because your life does not look like the life you wanted or you imagined doesn't mean that Krishna has abandoned you. Sometimes the chapter you are desperately trying to escape is the chapter that is actually teaching you how to become the person you are praying to. And the thing is, just trust his plan. Because maybe your job right now is not understand everything. Maybe your job is simply to do your dharam with sincerity, do your karam with sincerity, work when it's time to work, learn when it's time to learn, rest when you need to rest, pray when your heart feels heavy and you don't know what to do. Just pause, take a deep breath and tell Krishna, I don't know the way, but I trust you. I trust you enough to take the next step. Just trust him, surrender. Because surrender does not mean giving up on your life, like I am not doing anything. Surrender means giving up the illusion that you have to control like every outcome. You have to control every outcome. You can still dream, you can still work hard, you can still want success, you can still build your career, you can still earn money, you can still desire beautiful life, beautiful things in your life. Spirituality does not ask you to hate the material world. It asks you not to let the material world become the master of your mind, because it's easy to attract. Do your work, give your best, but don't make your peace depending on the result. Just because the moment your happiness depends entirely on whether life gives you that you wanted, you become the prisoner of that particular circumstances, and Krishna is trying to free you from that. It's his way of teaching you. So maybe today, instead of asking Krishna, will I get what I want, ask him, give me the wisdom to accept what I cannot control, the courage to do what I must to do, and the faith to trust you with the rest. So if you're watching this video, I hope you get this message, and maybe one day you will look back at this confusing phase of your life and realize the divine was not about he was there. He was there in, every delay, every redirection, every unanswered prayer, every unexpected beginning, and every ending you didn't understand. He was there. He was actually there. He was listening you. He was redirecting you. You just could not recognize his presence because you were expecting him to give you the answer you expected, when maybe he was quietly teaching you how to become the answer. I know. So keep walking, keep doing your karam, keep your spirit high, keep your heart connected to the divine power, and when you don't know where the road is going, walk anyway. Just walk, because you may not know the destination, but Krishna does. He does, and maybe that's enough, and that is all. That is enough. He knows everything. He knows better than us, and his plan is better than ours. ऐसे हम बोलते हैं ना. So I hope you like this video, and I guess you get your answer. You got your answer. Maybe you were just scrolling and found my video, and that's it. So do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is YASHHVI SEHDEV. We'll see you in the next video with new teaching. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.